Every day, thousands of Asians live, work, and study in the United States. But in 2025, that could change. Former President Donald Trump is planning a major immigration overhaul, and some Asian countries are in the crosshairs. If you or your loved ones are from Asia, your country could be next. In this video, we'll reveal the 7 Asian nations Trump wants to block from the U.S. and why. Let's begin. Number 7. Laos. Laos is suddenly under intense scrutiny in Trump's 2025 immigration plan, and not for good reasons. U.S. officials say Laos has a serious problem. It issues travel documents to individuals with unclear or even false identities. This creates dangerous gaps in security. Trump's administration argues that when the U.S. can't verify who is entering its borders, American lives are put at risk. Then there's the issue of deportation. When Laotian nationals overstay visas or violate immigration laws, the U.S. expects them to be sent back, but Laos often refuses or delays accepting them. This clogs up U.S. detention centers and costs taxpayers millions. Trump's stance is blunt. If a country won't take its people back, it shouldn't send more in. That means a potential full immigration freeze, affecting students, workers, and families. For Lao Americans, this sparks fear. Their relatives may no longer be able to visit, work, or build a new life in the U.S. Laos could also suffer economically. Fewer international students means fewer ideas and skills returning home. Less remittance means more financial strain. Unless Laos improves passport controls and speeds up deportation agreements, the U.S. may keep the door closed. Will Laos make the necessary changes or lose access to one of the world's biggest opportunities? Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Now let's move on to number 6. Cambodia. Cambodia is also on Trump's radar, and the concerns go beyond paperwork. The U.S. cites poor human rights practices and weak government cooperation. According to Trump's team, a country that doesn't respect basic freedoms can't be trusted to securely issue visas. Another major red flag, deportation refusal. When Cambodian nationals overstay or break laws, the U.S. expects them to return home. But Cambodian authorities often drag their feet, creating costly legal backlogs. Trump argues that the U.S. shouldn't offer immigration benefits to a country that won't uphold its end of the deal. If restrictions take effect, the human cost will be significant. Bright students could lose their scholarships. Families may be permanently separated. Workers might lose job opportunities. Beyond the personal impact, Cambodia's international reputation could take a hit, affecting business, tourism, and diplomacy. To avoid isolation, Cambodia needs to act fast, tighten its passport process, improve deportation cooperation, and show clear respect for human rights. But is the government ready for that kind of transformation? Time is running out. Number 5. Myanmar. Since the military coup in 2021, Myanmar has descended into political chaos. Now it's facing severe U.S. immigration restrictions under Trump's proposed policies. The U.S. says Myanmar is too unstable to vet its citizens properly. There are serious concerns over human rights abuses, the suppression of free speech, and violent crackdowns. The treatment of minorities, especially the Rohingya, has drawn global condemnation. Trump's administration argues, if a government can't protect its own people, how can it be trusted to manage immigration? Deportation is also an issue. When Myanmar nationals overstay or break U.S. laws, sending them back becomes nearly impossible due to lack of cooperation. If the ban moves forward, students will lose access to U.S. education. Workers may not renew visas. Refugees fleeing persecution could be turned away. For Myanmar, this means deeper global isolation, fewer educational exchanges, fewer foreign investments, and a slower path to rebuilding. Can Myanmar regain the world's trust, or is it heading into deeper darkness? Number 4. Thailand. Thailand's troubles with the U.S. go back to one decision: the 2015 deportation of 45 Uyghur refugees back to China. Human rights groups were outraged. The U.S. responded with sanctions and visa restrictions. Now, Trump's team says Thailand can't be trusted to protect the vulnerable or stand up to political pressure from countries like China. That raises red flags for U.S. immigration. If Thailand buckles under foreign influence, how secure are its immigration systems? If Trump tightens restrictions, Thai students and workers may face long visa delays. Families in the U.S. could struggle to reunite. Tourism, just starting to recover, could take a massive financial hit. The message is clear. Human rights violations have global consequences. Can Thailand correct course and preserve its partnership with the U.S., or will it face growing isolation? Number 3. Pakistan. Pakistan has long faced scrutiny over terrorism concerns and poor cooperation with U.S. immigration enforcement. Even though Pakistan has made efforts to counter extremism, U.S. officials say it's not enough. One major problem? Background checks. The U.S. struggles to verify visa applicants due to incomplete or unreliable records. If Trump can't confirm who someone is, his policy is simple: they don't get in. Deportation is another flashpoint. Pakistan sometimes refuses to take back nationals who overstay or break U.S. laws. That leaves detention centers overcrowded and courts overburdened. If a full immigration ban is enforced, thousands of Pakistani students could lose study visas. Skilled professionals in tech, medicine, and education may be forced to leave. Families separated by borders may stay that way indefinitely. Tensions between the U.S. and Pakistan could rise sharply, affecting diplomacy, military ties, and trade. Critics argue that such bans punish innocent people. Trump insists security must come first. Number 2. Vietnam. Vietnam is rising economically but faces a fall in U.S. immigration relations. Why? Deportation deadlock. Vietnam has often refused to take back nationals who committed crimes or overstayed visas, even those who arrived decades ago. Trump's team calls this unacceptable. If someone was born in Vietnam, they should be accepted back, even if they've lived in the U.S. for decades. As a result, the U.S. may freeze most visas from Vietnam. That means students will lose access to American universities. Workers may lose visa renewals. Families could face impossible separation. The backlash would hit both countries. U.S. colleges would lose students. Vietnam would lose skilled talent and global experience. Vietnam argues that some deportees aren't technically citizens anymore, but Trump's team isn't buying it. Will Vietnam bend or risk a full shutdown in immigration ties? Number 1. Afghanistan. At the top of the list is Afghanistan, and the reason is clear: security. With the Taliban back in power, Trump says the country can't provide reliable background checks. That opens the door to potential threats. Deportation has also collapsed. With no stable government framework, Afghanistan often refuses to take back nationals. Trump's proposed response? A total ban. This move could shut out students trying to escape danger and study in safety, workers who've built lives in the U.S., families hoping for reunification after years of separation. Many Afghans fear more than separation. They fear permanent stigma. Does banning everyone make the U.S. safer, or does it block innocent people from a second chance? Conclusion. Trump's return to power signals major immigration changes, and for these 7 Asian countries, the consequences could be huge. From Laos to Afghanistan, thousands of lives, families, and futures hang in the balance. But is it really about security, or is the U.S. turning away from the world? What do you think? Is your country affected? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on immigration, global affairs, and travel policy.